And he's been on the force for 28 years, known as NYPD's numbers man, with algorithms and crime data running through his head. But Chief Dermot Shea says his mission is to use a very light touch to make the city the safest place in the country. When you're not at work, what do you like to do?
Well, I'm at work quite a bit.
Understandably so. There is no downtime when you are in charge of the largest detective bureau in the country. Chief Dermot Shea's main concern, driving down crime in the city where he was born and raised.
I love everything about the city. I love the people. I love the places, the different neighborhoods, the good and the bad.
He's from Sunnyside, Queens, and joined the police department in 1991. He rose through the ranks and now coming into his first quarter as chief of detectives. Even with overall crime at an all-time low, Chief Shea tells us that's still not good enough.
I'm very proud. Obviously, that comes across of what we've already accomplished. But I'm also very greedy, and I want perfection. And I want that freedom that you can get off the train at 3 in the morning and walk home wherever you live in New York City, free of fear.
That fear playing out on surveillance video showing a young Bronx teen, Lisandro Jr. Guzman Feliz, killed in cold blood at the hands of alleged Trinitarios gang members.
I think there'll come a point in time when that's looked back on as could be a turning point in how we view and what we are willing to tolerate when you talk about gangs in New York City.
Chief Shea says social media and news coverage played a huge role in helping detectives in cracking Junior's case, and it's being used as a crime-fighting tool in other high-profile cases. Most recently, in the case of a Bronx father accused of throwing the body of his 7-month-old baby into the East River. The child's mother calling 911 after realizing that could be her son.
She saw the case in the media and her tone completely 180, and she starts crying. And, you know, I'm a parent of 3 children. It hits you to the core. It really does.
Another case detectives are anxious to wrap up is the murder of a Queens nurse. They are waiting to extradite Daniel Drayton back to the city from California. What's the holdup?
The complication of this one, which makes it unique, is not only is he being held on a crime in another jurisdiction, it's a very significant crime.
And during our candid conversation, the chief tells us he's confident detectives are zeroing in on significant leads in the death of Brandy Odom. Her remains were found in a park in Canarsie in April.
There's leads that I can't get into. I expect there to be an arrest on that case.